Spider-Man Brand New Day has been getting a lot of comparisons to Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. A lot of comparisons in the sense that this is Tom Holland's Spider-Man 2. This is his version of that. And there's so many parallels about Spider-Man Brand New Day with Spider-Man 2. But what is the better movie? That is a big hot topic and debate amongst fans because people really love Brand New Day. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. And for starters, I got to say, both these movies are incredible. Spider-Man Brand New Day and Spider-Man 2 do have unique parallels around them. They are almost the exact opposite in nature. Spider-Man 2 is Tobey Maguire struggling with the fact that he has been burdened with this responsibility as Spider-Man, but all he wants to do is live a normal life. All he wants to do is go after the girl of his dreams, Mary Jane Watson, which was established in Spider-Man 1. But the burden of responsibility placed upon him, not just because of the great power he's had, but the speech that Uncle Ben gave him in Spider-Man 1 made him feel like, I can't not be Spider-Man. And if he's Spider-Man, he's going to put Mary Jane in danger and other people he loves, Aunt May, Harry Osborn, everyone else in danger. He is struggling through the fact that he can't pay his bills, that he can't, help out his Aunt May, who is struggling financially now herself because she doesn't have Uncle Ben. He's struggling to go to college, to do his classes. He can't juggle it all. He just wants to be Peter Parker. The depression, the anxiety, the existential crisis that he has makes him lose his powers at a certain point of the movie and makes him say, I am no longer Spider-Man. I need to be Peter Parker. And the opposite of that same coin is Tom Holland going through similar struggles in a unique and different way where nobody knows who Peter Parker is anymore. Everyone he knows and loves has forgotten about him. So he takes on the mantle of saying, I am no longer Peter Parker. I can only be Spider-Man. And he can't let people know who Peter Parker is or let his MJ or his best friend Ned know who he is anymore. Otherwise, they will be put in danger. So he says, I am done with Peter Parker. I'm going to be Spider-Man only. Tom Holland Spider-Man. He wants to only be Spider-Man and forget about Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man wants to be Peter Parker and forget about Spider-Man. And the unique synergy behind both movies is that they can't have one without the other. They have to be both. And that is the really cool and unique thing about these movies, is that Tom Holland Spider-Man Brand New Day found a way to put him through similar things that we loved about Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is considered one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, and we wanted a more grounded version of Tom Holland Spider-Man, and we got that in Brand New Day. Still having MCU isms, right? We have the Hulk in it, we have the Punisher, we have a lot of different kinds of characters. Even our villain in the movie is very MCU. It's a lot different than Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but at the heart of it, it is someone who is struggling, broken, isolated, and alone. But the opposite coin is he thinks that if he just keeps doing the job, keeps focusing on being Spider-Man, it'll work itself out. But he's destroying himself internally by giving up who he also is, which is Peter Parker. And Tobey Maguire doing the same thing, making himself sick and ill over the fact that he can't balance it all. And he's not giving everything he has to the fact that he can still be Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And Tobey Maguire struggling and wrestling through the entire movie of saying, is he not allowed to have what he wants in his life? Is he not allowed to get what he wants to do, right? That's the big driving point of the entire movie with him. And Aunt May gives him that speech that sometimes he has to be steady and give up the things he wants the most, even his dreams. And in that beautiful story, Mary Jane Watson discovers what has burdened Peter this entire movie and why they couldn't have been together. And it just has a beautiful crescendo between the finale of Spider-Man 2. And to me, I love Spider-Man Brand New Day, but Spider-Man 2 just has a more complete package of showing, because we're not spending as much time with the fun and cool stuff of the Incredible Hulk, of the Punisher and all those things that make Brand New Day great. But Spider-Man 2 has more of a through line of you see his struggles and burdens of everyday type things that we have all gone through. Like I said, just struggling to keep up with his friends, his relationships, his schooling, his work, right? Isn't making enough money to do what he has to do. He's getting fired for certain jobs, right? Trying to be Spider-Man. Where Spider-Man Brand New Day has a lot of that same stuff, but like it doesn't have him struggling to pay rent. We don't know how he has his money. We don't see that side of it. We know he's burdened with loneliness, and that's very apparent, and that's the synergy there. But Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man shows a lot more relatability of the things that he's going through. Where Brand New Day, we all can't relate to the fact that, that there's a spell cast in the entire world where everyone forgets about you. There's a story element there that we can relate to, but Spider-Man 2 just has a more timeless story that I think is just more stronger and more compelling for everybody, no matter if you are a superhero fan or not. So I love both these movies. I think there's a lot we could dive into more with the parallels between these movies, but I just wanted to bring to the surface those overarching themes that are there and are apparent. And at the end of the day, as good as Brand New Day is, it will never touch Spider-Man 2, in my opinion. Spider-Man 2 just has that it factor of nostalgia, not like nostalgia in the sense of like, oh, I grew up on it, but I feel like it's a movie that just captures a nostalgic feeling, no matter if you watched it for the first time when it came out in 2004, or if someone watched it now in 2026 or 2022 or 2018, it doesn't really matter. This feels like a nostalgic movie, and I don't know how to fully describe that feeling, but there's certain movies that when you watch it, you can already tell this is like a timeless movie that is always going to be like stretched out throughout time. Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1 really capture that feeling. But I do love the picture that Tom Holland's Spider-Man Brand New Day paints for us, which is that you can't do this alone. You need to have help in your life. You can't do it alone. Help others, have them help you, right? You have Sadie Sink's character going through the struggles and turmoil of her life, and she's saying, I'm hearing what you're saying, Spider-Man, but I don't have anyone. And Tom Holland Spider-Man says, you have me. That is a powerful, powerful statement, and that is something where it's very apparent, though I feel like, in your own life, be there for people, have them be there for you, fill up other people's cup, and if people are filling up your cup, please do the same thing in return for other people. Help people. And that is the moral of the entire stories of Spider-Man, is Spider-Man is sacrificing his wants, his desires, his needs to help other people, while also we learn in both Spider-Man Brand New Day and Spider-Man 2, he needs help sometimes too. So be the help for other people and have them help you. That's the message. Because we all know, with great power comes great responsibility. Like this video and subscribe to see more Spider-Man related content. I have a lot of Spider-Man videos on my channel, especially related to Spider-Man Brand New Day. I've ranked the entire franchise. Comment down below, what do you think in comparison of Spider-Man 2 and Brand New Day? Do you love them both? Where do you differ on each movie? Let's just talk about Spider-Man together. Like this video, and I'll see you guys next time.